Whatever happened to Theo's best friend Cockroach on The Cosby Show? For years, the rumor was that Bill Cosby fired Carl Payne because he wouldn't cut his hair. But according to Carl, that's not exactly what happened.
He was talking to me like I was a grown man. We only do natural hair around here.
You cursed him out.
Well, I mean, because he was cursed. Listen.
I thought he don't curse.
At its peak, The Cosby Show was one of the biggest shows on television, redefining how black families were portrayed on screen and dominating ratings throughout the 1980s. Carl Payne initially auditioned for the role of Theo.
There was different people auditioning for different roles. For example, Jaleel White, who ended up being Urkel, was actually up for the part of Rudy because Rudy was supposed to be a boy. Cheryl Lee Ralph was up for the mom.
Ultimately, he didn't get the role, but he was brought in during season 2 to play Cockroach, Theo's best friend. At the height of the show's popularity, Cockroach was a recognizable part of the show, and then without warning or explanation, he was gone. Rumors began to swirl that Payne refused to cut his hair for an episode and he was fired. The real story is a little different. In the season 3 episode, Bald and Beautiful, Theo and Cockroach planned to shave their heads in order to appear in a music video. To create the look, production used a ball cap to make it seem like Cockroach had actually cut his hair. This is where the drama started.
The guy who they had working, the barber, whoever he was, right, hot combed my joint to make it lay down so it could fit under the bald wig. And my hair didn't match from what we had shot earlier. He thought I did it. And I was like, talk to your mans and them. I didn't do this.
The situation escalated into a tense moment on set, with Payne recalling that Cosby screamed at him.
He was on some like, I thought I told you about your hair. Not like he told me about my hair before, but like the rules. Like, we only do natural hair around here. He was talking to me like I was a grown man.
How old were you at the time?
15, I think.
You say talking to you like a grown man.
It was the word, it was what he was saying, how he was saying it, the way he was coming at me, the language he was using.
Cockroach appeared in 3 more episodes of The Cosby Show, often wearing a hat. Payne has said that he would have had no problem cutting his hair if that had actually been the issue.
Why would I, like, that's the most arrogant thing for me to, I won't cut my hair? Like, that's the stupidest thing ever. Of course I cut my hair. I got to been bald for real. It opened my eyes to a lot of things in terms of this industry. Sometimes when you being rejected, you really just being redirected.
If you made it this far, drop a cockroach emoji and follow me for more deep dives into the stories behind your favorite shows.